And welcome back once again to Skye Island. For the second season running, the track makes a return, and it's lights out and away we go. R7 looks like he gets a good launch in that Red Bull off the line, already up side by side with Versa, trying to get that lead of the race from him. Not able to do so. Mr. Tino gets very close to him, and we have a yellow in the first corner and a safety car. So, not much racing action so far. Let's have a look at the replay from behind. Brute gets massive shunt from behind, hits the Mercedes in front of him. Someone goes airborne over the mountain there. It's just lap one classic stuff. The Williams going flying as well over acid. So that's what caused the safety car. Versa dictating the pack on the restart now, heading into lap 3. A little bit of weird contact of R7, who now is in the lead of the safety car and is going in. So he is dictating the pace now. Very strange. Ammo, take us through this restart.
Yeah, I do have to agree with you. That was a little bit strange, but battle continues as we go racing once again. Versatility immediately going to get that inside line. Looks like R7 just completely left the door open for the championship leader, as we see now Mr. Tino taking advantage of the slow restart from R7. Mr. Tino in the Haas slips into second, and he is looking to get that position, that P1 from his own teammate now. As we hop on board with Skillmax, Skillmax just watches the battle on. It's Quangus versus R7. R7 gets punted sideways, but it looks like he's going to hold on for now. Quangus, from that incident, loses all his momentum, and he is now under pressure from Brabricki. Brabricki trying to get through, as we see Jacob going through, and Brabricki gets spun around sideways. Mr. Brian in the mix, as well as we see Acid getting hit multiple times from everywhere.
So now on lap 5, the Haas in the 1-2, but Mr. Tino with a one-of-a-kind mistake. He somehow hits the mountain on the very right of the track. That's not even the racing line. He goes flying and recovers into P11. We had a brief yellow flag there for him. And that is not good from P2 into P11. And Mr. Spooky goes down the inside with a brilliant move. Now Mr. Tino down into P12. 10 positions right there lost. And he's got the other McLaren of Mr. Brian challenging him on the long straight down here, heading into the chicane. He definitely don't go too wide here into the chicane, and he doesn't. He backs out. Very good job from Mr. Brian. Mr. Tino will be trying to punch through the pack then to get up the positions. Gives Mr. Spooky a little love tap. Goes around his outside. It's a brave move. Well, they almost make contact there. Mr. Tino doesn't really leave a lot of room there for Spooky, but he does get that position, and it was fairly clean from him. The two McLarens behind need to decide some team orders again. It's the second time this season they're running together. They are going to have to do something here. The engineer telling him not to fight, and Mr. Brian gets to keep that position in front of Mr. Spooky.
There are yellow flags in the first corner. Oh, and that's why we have a 3-car pileup, and Acid barely managed to squeeze through. Another safety car has been called by the race director, and rightfully so, but that means no more overtaking. The drivers have to reduce their speed. Picking up with Versa, who's leading the safety car restart, and Skillmax, who has been having a great race so far, is trying to stay as close as possible to the rear of the Haas. The question is, when will Versa go? Oh, and there it is. It's pedal to the metal for these drivers, and it looks like Skillmax managed to predict the restart fairly well. So he's right behind the race leader. Bruder, the 4th time champion, is in third, not too far back. Oh, Skillmax in front makes a mistake and hits a slowdown off track, and Bruder will use it to his advantage as they go side by side throughout all these corners. Will they keep it clean? They are a few touches here and there, but it looks like Bruder has the upper edge now. And yeah, and that's Bruder into P2. Bruder will say thank you very much. Further back, however, we're seeing, oh, that's the other Alpine crashing out the car in front. The midfield is very aggressive today, and all these drivers are trying to get into the point scoring positions. But guys, it's very important to do it cleanly as well. A few touches here and there between the Alpine and the Sauber. But around the outside, and it's Russian dealer in the Alpine who gets better traction out of the hairpin. And on board with Bruder now, who's just got the call to pit, and that's going to be the first pit stop of the race. Versa staying out for another lap, but Skillmax behind follows the Alpine to the pit lane. Both Tino and R7 behind will also stay out, and now it's just a matter of time before we'll see if the undercut or overcut is faster here at Skye Island. Bruder getting a great stop, will stay in front of the Racing Bull driver, but behind Mr. Spooky in the McLaren is shooting past the pit lane now, but Bruder ends up in front of him. Skillmax isn't that lucky, and the McLaren, who still has to pit now, has split these two drivers. That will hurt Skillmax's race for sure, as he now has to find a way past this McLaren driver. He wastes no time. Oh, but that's Spooky off track and losing out big time.
not only Turkish people as well.
So as we turn our sights to Bruder in the Alpine, he's in the middle of a 5-car train, which is currently being led by Mr. Brian. I think there's going to be a lot of battling over here, as Bruder now tries to go for an overtake on Versatile. He nearly runs out of road, and he now has to turn his eyes to Skillmax, who takes that position right off of him, going into the chicane. Skillmax goes wide. Bruder's going to take advantage of that mistake from the Racing Bull, and he's got that inside line. Skillmax trying to hold on around the outside. He's got the advantage going into the next corner of the chicane here, and that's a very, very decent, very clean move for Skillmax. Will Bruder be able to fight back heading onto the straight? Yes, he will. He's got more curves. He's got plenty more curves as he takes the position back. Versatile is squeezing Babricki nearly off track. Babricki trying to hold on, and he has lost the position, and he's got a problem now. He's got Bruder, the 4-time champ, right behind him, and I'm not sure if I was in Babricki's shoes whether or not I'd be able to defend against the Alpine. Skillmax trying to put Bruder under pressure now. He goes for a very, very nice dive bomb there, and he gets the position.
Ian is in the pits now, Bruder behind.
Lap 20 now, R7 dying of AIDS coming out of his pit box right in front of Skillmax there into P2. R7, who looks like he might be slow, is actually doing a one-stop of the hard while everyone else is doing mediums. So that's why his pace is not there, but he does have that one less pit stop to go. So Skillmax gets past R7 there into P2, and now Bruder will be on the back of R7 trying to get past him as well with the quicker tyres. Down the inside of the hairpin he goes here in the cave. He gets that position. No, he does not. R7 with a brilliant switch back there. Comes back out in front of Bruder. Bruder gets so close to him. He's really pushing this fight. And he gets that position into the double chicanes here.
The person winning.
Coming out onto the long straight.
Second in F2 standings.
And on the next lap around then, Ammo will commentate you through this battle.
Yes, I will. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we are in for a treat right here. Bruder leads R7, both of them multiple-time race winners, both of them lightning fast. And here comes R7 down the inside into the S's goes the Red Bull, taking that position from Bruder in the Alpine. Bruder is going to try to get that position back. He looks around the outside, but it's down the inside. He goes along the outside of the curve. He maintains position into the hairpin. Will he be able to hold on though? No, it seems like R7 is going to take that position right back. These two are just trading positions as Bruder tries to go down the inside, but he backs out last second. He's going to try to hold on to the rear of that Red Bull. Both of them using their curves now through the straight. Bruder through the chicane. He goes, getting that position in one very swift, very bold move. Bruder has been in the lead for a while now. He's currently in second position now. His tires are dying as R7 shoves his way through and takes that position. Mr. Tino is going to try to take the position from the 4-time champ as well as they both head into the pits. That was a very, very exciting battle right there.
So 3 laps to go now. R7 is our race leader, only a little bit in front of second and third here, Skillmax and Versa, who are coming onto the main straight now. They both use their curves. If it gets very close side by side, as side by side as it gets, really. Will Skillmax back out of there? No, he does not. He sticks it down the inside, leaves Versatile enough room around the outside there. Versa just wins this battle here on curves usage. He gets the upper hand in the position once again. Skillmax getting very close on his rear there though. As we now approach the cave hairpin. Skillmax down the inside perhaps. Yes, it goes. Versa leaves him no room there. Squeezes him right towards the inside, but Skillmax makes it stick. A little bit of wheel banging. And Versa looks like he will come out in front again with that inside line, and that got so close as well. Versa almost getting taken out there. Skillmax is really fighting this one like crazy. He's going to send another one down here into the chicanes. Absolutely cinematic racing here as we head onto the long straight now. Skillmax not enough curves to do anything just yet. Looks like his pace is in the corners clearly. We go into the banked corners here. No moves. That would be a pretty ridiculous dive onto send. And they keep it chill for now here as well into the last sector. This is definitely not a fighting sector. It's very tight here. But as we go onto the main straight, can Skillmax do anything? No, Versa have a lot more curves down here. And we have 2 laps to go of this amazing battle.
An amazing race indeed. Skillmax and Versatile, both of them brilliant drivers, just trading positions after position. And it looks like Versatile into the first sector over here has gained a little bit of a gap against Skillmax, but knowing Skillmax, he's going to be getting that gap back down in a matter of moments. Here he goes into the hairpin. Will he go for a move? Down the inside goes Skillmax, pushing Versatile a little bit wide. Both of them using the curves. Now, both of them side by side. Versatile makes an aggressive defensive move to get that position back, but Skillmax is going to go down the inside into the chicane to get that position, to get P2 from Versatile. Versatile is going to go right back at Skillmax to head into P2 himself as they head into the final sector over here. As they head that very tight chicane, Skillmax is going to go around the outside. He has that inside line for the chicane. Versatile knows if he holds on to the outside now, he's going to get that advantage into the exit of the chicane, but Skillmax is going to have that inside line for the next corner over here. Both of these drivers really haggling it out for P2. Versatile's got the curves to get alongside of Skillmax as they head into turn 1 now. Will Skillmax be able to fight back, or is it a done deal for Versatile? It looks like Versatile is going to get away this time.
And last week in Magny Course, we've seen absolute domination, and we'll see it again this week. R7 Dying of AIDS makes it a 2-for-2 back-to-back wins for the Red Bull. What a drive from him. Versa and Skillmax, after insane battling, will finish together into P2 and P3. Mr. Tino, P4 on track with a penalty, who will swap positions with Bruder, who's finishing P5 on track, P4 after penalties. Not a bad race for him.
But the battle is not over yet between Jacob and Mr. Brian. Both of them trying to fight it out, haggle it out for the final few points positions. As Jacob now curves ahead, Mr. Brian is going to set himself up for this next straight over here. And there's contact between the two drivers. Jacob gets sent spinning into the grandstands as it's going to go through Mr. Brian with a diabolical re-entry. Babricki now putting the McLaren under an immense amount of pressure as they head into the final few corners of the final lap. Babricki trying to make a move into the chicane. Mr. Brian trying to hold on, but it looks like Babricki is going to hold on around the outside. He gains the position. Mr. Brian trying to get ahead as there's contact between the two drivers. It's now a drag race to the finish line. Babricki is going to get ahead. It's going to be close, and Babricki gets the position from Mr. Brian. T-Dash is going to come home in 10th position. What a diabolical race.